Hello children, we are discussing the chapter 13, electricity and circuits. In our previous video, we had discussed what is electricity. Electricity is a form of energy by which certain electrical appliances work. The various electrical appliances like electric bulb, electric fan, air conditioners, refrigerators, electric ovens, electric geysers, they all work on this principle. The computers, the various laptops, they work on electricity. This electrical energy is a basic need of our life nowadays. Our lifestyle depends upon this electricity. Without electricity, there will be a very much problematic time for us. So it is quite essential for us nowadays. The source by which we get electric energy in our daily life is either dry cell or from the main power supply that is coming from the electricity board of our state or of our country. So in this chapter we'll discuss about the dry cell. In our previous video I explained you the cell. A dry cell is a structure which gives a steady current. It is a structure in which a zinc container is there which forms the negative terminal, and in the center of that zinc container a carbon rod, a graphite rod is there which makes the positive terminal of the dry cell. The positive terminal have a brass tip at the top which completes the circuit. It has certain chemicals in it. For example, the zinc container has ammonium chloride in it, whereas the carbon graphite rod container contains manganese dioxide along with the powdered carbon in it. These chemicals, when connects in a circuit, when we connect a dry cell in a circuit, these chemicals will give the electrical energy. So in a dry cell, what basically happens is, in a dry cell, chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. Then we had studied the uses of this, dry cells. The dry cells are used in the wristwatches, in the various remotes, various toys, calculators, transistors. All these work on dry cells. The combination of dry cells, the connection of dry cells, two or more than two dry cells end to end will form a battery. So the inverter batteries, the batteries of mobile phones, they are the combination of the various cells on which a device will work. These batteries are also of two types. One are rechargeable and another one are non-rechargeable. So that is what the dry cell is. It has certain advantages. The first one is it is portable. Dry cell is very lightweight, so it can be carried easily from one place to another. Second, it is very economical. The dry cells are not very costly, so everybody can use it, everybody can purchase it. They are economical. They are safe to use. They produce a very small amount of current, so they are very safe to use, as they do not give any electric shock to the person who is using it. Next, the dry cells provide a steady electric current. They provide a fixed constant electric current until their chemical is preserved in them. When the chemical is finished, their current will slow down and we say that the cell will become weak. The cell is now of no use. The next is they do not spill. Why? Because they do not have any liquid chemical. So they don't spill here and there. So these are the advantages of dry cells. Now moving ahead, in this video we'll discuss the next component, that is electric bulb. Electric bulb was discovered by Thomas Alva Edison, a very inspirational story of it. You all know, all aware of it, that he failed 2000 times before making the correct bulb. Then he also said that I didn't find the 2000 incorrect measures. So he said that I found the 2000 measures by which a bulb cannot be made. He took the positive side and ultimately made that electric bulb which makes our life so easy. So electric bulb is basically a structure in which an outer case is made up of glass which is having a metal tip at the bottom. A bulb or a torch bulb has an outer case made up of a glass material, and that glass material is fixed on a metallic base like this. There is a glass and that glass material is fixed over a metallic base. this is glass covering, and this one is metallic base, in which that glass is fixed, is permanently fixed. Next, at the center of this glass there is a filament present. There is a very thin wire present in convoluted form in a spring-like structure like this. This is known as a filament. This is made up of metal which is named as a tungsten. Now the question arises, why we use tungsten only? Why we are not using iron, aluminium, copper, silver, which is the best conductor of electricity? Because tungsten had a very high melting point. Its melting point is 3380 degrees Celsius. तो बच्चे इतनी आसानी से मेल्ट नहीं होता है. That's why we are using tungsten. Next is, tungsten has a very high malleability. What is malleability? The property due to which a substance can be converted into thin sheets, as well as it is highly ductile, by which it can be converted into thin wires. बड़ी पतली वायर होती है बच्चे. So due to this high ductility, it is used as a filament of the bulb, as well as it has a very high melting point. It melts at a very high temperature. तो इतनी आसानी से melt नहीं. Next बच्चे, this filament is connected with two thick wires. It has two thick wires. Out of these thick wires, one is connected at the base. You can make it double as well. ये जो मैंने वायर थिक बना दिया. Out of these two thick wire, one is connected to the metal tip. And the other thick wire is connected to the center of this. और जो दूसरी थिक वायर है बच्चे वो इस तरह से कनेक्टेड होगा. इसका भी एक एंड होगा दूसरा इधर की तरफ. So that's an electric bulb. This is thick wire one, which is connected to the metal base tip, जो बिल्कुल एंड का बेस होगा उसको कनेक्टेड होगा. And this is the second thick wire, which is connected at the center of this metal container. ये सेंटर को कनेक्टेड है. दोनों एक साथ कनेक्टेड क्यों नहीं? Because we require two terminals. हमें दो टर्मिनल्स चाहिए बच्चे. One is positive and another one is negative. When we connect a dry cell to it, for example, let us suppose this is a dry cell. And बच्चे, we must have to connect one end to this and other end to this bachche. Then only this bulb will glow. If these two thick wires are connected to the same end, then बच्चे, the two terminals are not completed. अगर दोनों टर्मिनल्स कनेक्टेड ही नहीं है, कंप्लीट ही नहीं है, तो एक सर्किट कंप्लीट नहीं होगा और करंट फ्लो नहीं करेगा, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फ्लो नहीं करेगा, तो बल्ब ग्लो नहीं करेगा. समझ रहे बच्चे? तो इसलिए दो अलग अलग जगह जोड़े गए हैं ताकि दो टर्मिनल बन सके. These two thick wires will form the two terminals of an electric bulb. One is connected to positive and another one is connected to the negative. These terminals can be interchanged. ये उल्टा भी हो सकता है. ये पर फिक्स रहेंगे पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव बल्ब, सॉरी सेल के. बल्ब के पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव हम चेंज भी कर सकते हैं. दैट इज नॉट अ स्पेसिफिक, बट देयर मस्ट बी टू टर्मिनल्स. One must be connected to the positive end of a battery and another one must be negative. So these two thick wires, these two metallic tip of the thick wires will form the two terminals of the bulb, which later on completes the circuit. And by completion of that circuit, electricity flows. And whensoever electric current flows through it, electric current जा रहा है बच्चे यहाँ से, इस टर्मिनल में से पास कर रहा है और यहाँ आ रहा है, तो करंट का सर्किट पूरा हो गया. इधर से चल रहा है, साइक्लिक मैनर में चले जा रहा है. When electric current flows through this tungsten will heats up, गर्म हो जाएगा and some part of that heat energy is converted into light energy, and henceforth this bulb glows. और ये बल्ब क्या करने लगेगा? ग्लो, लाइट इमिट करने लगेगा बच्चे. When current passes through these thick wires and then to the tungsten, completing the circuit, then this tungsten will convert some part of electrical energy into heat energy, and that heat energy is later on converted into light energy. That means that bulb glows up and release light energy. So this is an electric bulb composed of a glass container in which is fixed over a metallic structure, metallic base. It has in the center, it has a tiny, very thin wire made up of tungsten, which is known as a filament. उस thin wire को हम क्या बोलते हैं? Filament. This filament is connected to two thick wires. One is connected at the base of the metallic tip, and another one is connected at the center of the metallic base. So these two will form the two terminals of a bulb, which will be connected to the two ends of a battery or a cell. And then the bulb converts that electrical energy into heat energy, and some part of that heat energy is later on converted into light energy. And that's how a bulb glows or functions. Now we will discuss the arrangement of bulb with a cell or a battery in various connections in which it will lights up or not. अब बच्चे हम कुछ एक्टिविटी डिस्कस करेंगे जिसमें हम बच्चे बल्ब को एक सेल से कनेक्ट करेंगे इन वेरियस कनेक्शंस, वेरियस फॉर्म्स ऑफ कनेक्शंस. देयर आर वेरियस अरेंजमेंट्स drawn on the board, in which case the bulb lights up, that means the current is flows through it, or in which it does not lights up, it will remain as it is. The first case, when we take a dry cell, it is a cell बच्चे. In that it is connected from one end to one terminal and from one other end to the other terminal. दो टर्मिनल होते हैं बच्चे बल्ब में. एक ये बनाता है जो मेटल का बेस है सेंटर का, और एक इसका जो टिप है बिल्कुल एंड ये बनाता है बच्चे. दो टर्मिनल दो अलग अलग एंड्स को कनेक्टेड है. दिस वन इज नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल and the lower one is negative terminal. So it is connected to the two terminals. The current will starts to flow through it and comes through here. So if current is flowing through it, the bulb lights up. Why? The circuit is complete. In this case, the current can easily flow. दोनों टर्मिनल्स एंड टू एंड कनेक्टेड है बच्चे, एक पॉजिटिव को कनेक्टेड और एक नेगेटिव को, तो बल्ब विल लाइट अप. You can reverse this case as well. What do you mean by this? You can connect this end to this terminal and the other end to this. In this case, this is the reversal of it. ये ऊपर वाले का बिल्कुल रिवर्स है. क्या किया हमने बच्चे? देखो यहां पर इसको नेगेटिव से कनेक्ट किया हुआ था, मेटल के बेस को. ये जो बेस है, in the first case, this is the metal base. This thick wire is connected to this. ये किसको कनेक्टेड है? नेगेटिव को. But in this is connected to positive. ये जो मेटल का बेस है, it is connected to positive, and this center is connected to negative. But the circuit is complete now. The current will starts to flow from positive. करंट यहां से जाएगा, इधर घूमेगा, इधर से आएगा और यहां से पूरा कर देगा सर्किट को. तो करंट अगर पूरे सर्किट में फ्लो होने लगा तो बल्ब लाइट्स अप. बल्ब क्या हो जाएगा? तो सर्किट पूरा होना चाहिए. One terminal of cell must be connected to the one terminal of bulb, and other terminal must be connected to the other terminal of bulb. So if both the terminals are connected, then the bulb glows. बच्चे, ये इसे भी कनेक्टेड हो सकता है और ये इसे भी कनेक्टेड हो सकता है और ये इस सेंटर वाले को. नेक्स्ट, if one wire is broken, this is a cell बच्चे, it is connected to electric bulb, one is connected to this, but this wire is broken. If wire is broken, the circuit is incomplete. The path of the current will not complete. करंट को पूरा रास्ता मिलेगा ही नहीं बच्चे. तो बल्ब does not glow. बल्ब जो है वो ग्लो नहीं करेगा. Bulb didn't light up. Why? Because circuit is incomplete. You can reverse this arrangement as well. How? Complete this wire beta. But break this wire. That may be also the case बच्चे. दोनों टर्मिनल्स में से कोई भी वायर ब्रेक हो सकती है. पहले केस में वायर 1 ब्रेक थी और दूसरे केस में वायर 2. Now as well, there is no passage of electric current. As the circuit is incomplete. सर्किट ही पूरा नहीं है. A circuit must be a closed path. एक बंद रास्ता होना चाहिए. पर ये तो बच्चे ओपन है. ओपन है तो करंट पास नहीं करेगा. इलेक्ट्रिक करंट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास नहीं करेगी तो बल्ब ग्लो नहीं होगा. Whereas in these two arrangements, the current can easily pass. Look at these arrows. In this as well, the current can easily flow through this. It is a closed path. Due to which, in those two cases, the bulb lights up. Whereas in this case, either we break this wire or this one. दोनों में से कोई भी एक तोड़ दे या दोनों तोड़ दे तो सर्किट इनकम्प्लीट हो जाएगा और बल्ब ग्लो नहीं करेगा. Next, the last arrangement. If we connect the terminals of the bulb with the same terminal of the cell or battery, अगर बच्चे दोनों टर्मिनल्स को जो अलग अलग है बल्ब के, एक बच्चे बेस पर है और एक इस मेटल कैप के सेंटर पे, इन दोनों को बच्चे सेम टर्मिनल से कनेक्ट कर दे तो क्या होगा. बच्चे ध्यान दो, वायर 1 भी और वायर 2 भी सेम टर्मिनल को कनेक्टेड है, दैट इज पॉजिटिव. तो इन दिस केस बल्ब डज नॉट ग्लो. व्हाई? The circuit is incomplete, बच्चे. The two terminals of cell are not connected to the electric bulb. The circuit is incomplete. In that case, the bulb did not glow. You may reverse this. You may change this also. How? Connect these two terminals with the negative terminal this time. Like this. This is wire 1 and this is wire 2. In the same case, bache, we changed the terminal. In the previous case, the bulb's terminals are connected to the positive terminal only. And this, the bulb's terminals are connected to the negative terminal of the cell only. In this case as well, the bulb does not glow. Why? The circuit is incomplete. The both ends of the bulbs are not connected to the two ends of a battery or a cell. So the circuit is incomplete. So the cases in which circuit is incomplete, the bulb does not glow. Whereas the cases in which the circuit is complete, the bulb glows very easily and lights up. So that's the activity by which we can check the various connections in which the bulb lights up or not.